Now, 800-370-5157. They've helped over 5 million people with credit card debt. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debts, Consolidated Credit Programs will teach you how to get out and stay out of debt. Call 800-370-5157. 800-370-5157. That's 800-370-5157. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM19, Oregon DM80031. Services are primarily educational in nature. The next time you stop at a GA Petco location, pick up your free copy of the September-October Road King magazine. If online access is your preference, the digital page-turning version of Road King is available at roadking.com. Get out your laptop, tablet, or even your smartphone for informative articles, links to videos, photo galleries, and more. Plus, you can access archived issues at roadking.com. Whether you're on a scheduled break,
Hi guys, thanks very much for watching the Sullivan's Projects Midmonth review for the month of October 2017, and here we are on Car Canyon. That's my lovely Sierra Vista in the background. I just knew that from the get-go this month, this was really going to be a good one this month. Let's just start out by saying on Sunday, October 22nd, the 2017 Sullivan's Projects Super Bash comes to a close for this year. We're going to be at Reed Park in Tucson at 8 o'clock in the morning through noon. Anytime you drop by after 10 o'clock, it really starts getting good. But anytime you can drop by, please do. Bring $20, you get a really cool shirt that this year just happens to have Sullivan's Projects on it. And so please be there. During the month, I've talked about the 2 hurricanes that hit the United States. In the continental United States. That would be Iris, and before that Harvey in Texas. The rebuilding is doing very well in Texas from what I hear. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm starting to see a smile again from some of my friends like Loba Rangel and others who had their houses devastated there. Puerto Rico was already a disaster before Hurricane Maria hit. It was already pretty much destroyed, and the hurricane just came in and finished it up, I guess. So it's an opportunity. Nicole Stott was talking about something Musk wants to do to just completely rebuild the infrastructure with the next generation type of power plant, battery-based, all that stuff. I think that's a great idea. As I said before, these people's lives will be rebuilt. They will go on with life, and they will recover. That's a lot different than the situation for the Huntington's disease kids. And one of the real highlights this month was last Saturday down in Tucson at Keno Park. I don't really have my balance, so I'm going to stay down. We went down and saw the baseball teams from Mexico play. And believe it or not, they didn't take a nil during the national anthem. I was very pleased to see that. They showed respect for our flag that apparently our own NFL can't. Right now, the Chiefs are 5-0, now going for 6-0. We were able to help out Evelyn's team down there last week, and I was able to see Jasmine, my baby angel Jazz. She's really looking great for a girl in hospice. Made eye contact, she smiled, did her hi John wave she always does. Just really put a really nice warm spot in my heart, and worth every penny that anybody can give to her. She's trying to hit 5,000 as of now. She's a little bit short on her fundraising goal, but thanks to everybody who has given. I'm going to link her page below. You can give to her anytime. I'm going to close mine down next week, but I think she's going to keep hers going through the year. But we're trying to hit 5,000 on her page by next Sunday, the 22nd. So check that out. Unlike the hurricane victims, earthquake victims, fire victims, all that kind of stuff, just to stop it dead in its tracks would be a real miracle for Huntington's. Right now, a cure is really out of the realm of scientific possibilities, but they are trying. You know, they never give up, and I won't either. But it's not really, the prognosis for anybody in hospice is not really spectacular. And
Respeto. Vamos a escuchar también en la voz de Jazmín Benítez, que voz le sobra a esta chica, el himno de los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica.
Oh, say, can Star Spangled Banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
live now. See, we're not live now. I can edit this. That's fun. Let me see. That's awesome. These guys are having a lot of fun. They're doing this every year for Huntington's Disease Society of America. It's called Team Hope. They're going to be at Reed Park on the 22nd southwest corner. Be there and be square. Isn't that right? Thank you, Evelyn. You having fun? You having fun? I'm having a blast. I am. 22nd. 8 a.m. Be there. And every year I've been there, it's not a cloud in the sky. So don't even, just leave your umbrella at home and come on out. All right. 143 Taco Shop in Sierra Vista. He owns Gum Productions in Sierra Vista. What do you got, man?
Suspiros, cakes. Suspiros, pasteles, riquísimos. El primera base, Alex.
Real fun. You know, my son will love that. How much are you guys selling? We will get it.
I'll give you $5 for the one you got in your hand right now.
That's right. My turn now. Who are you? Huh? If you are. Not that big or anything? Oh. That's cool. Thanks for joining the Solomon's Project Midmonth review for the month of October 2017. Here we are down here at Keno Parkway. It's a long ways from Sierra Vista. We had a really good time tonight with Evelynn Garcia and her HDSA, and we really do want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We just wanted to give a special shout out to Jazz. It was really awesome seeing her again. She's looking really great, guys. I'm telling you. And you know I won't lie to you. So we really do appreciate that. And you guys want to say hi? Here's my friends. Let me get the camera down. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Having a good time?
Yeah.
All right. You gonna be back next year? All right. Where are you from? Tucson.
Yeah.
I'm from Sierra Vista. All right, come on in and say hi. All right, guys. Appreciate it. And I just knew it was going to be a really interesting month in review, mid-month review for Sullivan's Projects. I really enjoyed this last month. I really became intimate and close to a really wonderful woman, a very beautiful woman. I think she knew I was going to ask her to marry me next week, and I really was. In some ways, that would really be kind of unfair to her because she has been through a lot in life. She had a really wonderful husband who provided for her and her children, and he died very horribly of a terminal disease, and she spent the better part of that marriage taking care of him. And she does have a lot of really good nurse skills, and it's just in her nature to try to help people. But it really made a big difference as far as my outlook in life and how I was doing. And I really was recovering so much better while she was in there to be. I was probably a thorn in her side. She was really just a warm hug around mine, and just too bad it seems it's not going to work out, but it's okay. I don't have any regrets. I really just am so grateful for the month we had together, and I was just, you can always do the world of what if, and what if, and what if, and coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it turned out probably for the best the way it did. She knows I'm not going to get any better. If I am, it's going to take an incredibly long time. I have 10 years left before Social Security. Chances are about 50-50 now. I'm going to be on disability way before then. But I still have my future planned out. I have things to keep me busy. I think I told you before, the month of November is going to be spent writing the follow-on to the Liberty 72 stuff. And you can go on Amazon, just Google up Liberty 72 altogether, Liberty 72, and you'll find the 4 books I put out this year. It turns out Amazon is finally paying me for the ones that have already been sold, thank God. So get on there and support those if you can. I'm going to write a follow-on. I haven't really even mapped it out yet, but there was a national writing contest that I'm going to take part of and wrap this Liberty Space Lines follow-up. It's the first part of a brand new series that's basically loosely connected to the first one as far as the same universe and history and background and that kind of thing, but it's going to be a lot different too. I think you're going to enjoy it. So it's all going to be written during the month of November, so I'll be off doing that, and I won't have any time to feel sorry for myself. Kaya Jones was there in Las Vegas, and she was on stage 1 hour before the shooting happened there at the Mandela Hotel, where they shot up all those people in the country concert. And what a story! She was still on the Strip on Periscope. You could tell she was just really shaken up, but she was safe. About an hour later than the shooting, so within 2 hours of being on stage, she was on Periscope, just in shock. And she's appeared on Hannity a couple times since then, and put out a couple songs, the national anthem, and this kind of thing. And just a wonderful girl. And I've really enjoyed just talking to her on Twitter, and we can encourage each other and kind of say, been there, done that. And oh man. We got a car coming up. So the month was very interesting for sure. I think Kaya's learned a lot from me, and I think I've learned a lot from her. She was the first to be very candid about some of the things that happened to her in her musical career. And so she wasn't surprised at all to find out about the things going on in Hollywood now with the pervert producers. And you all know, probably, if you've been watching my stuff in the past, Sullivan's Projects got its official start on Hollywood Boulevard in 1996. So that's when Sullivan's Projects, under its former names, began. It's been pretty much non-stop ever since then, under different names, but still it's the same concept. So I got my start there. I worked on a couple of different TV shows and movie projects. But I came to know Sherry Lansing from Paramount Pictures. I didn't even know she was at 20th Century Fox before then, but she and I really got it off, and we we're trying very hard to do a digital end-to-end production process where you cut out the expensive film and the film replication and the film transport. And her idea was more about how to do a fiber optic link out to movie studios and have the movie studios project from a transmitter in Hollywood the pictures around the country. It was really a brilliant idea. It kind of got obsoleted by the impressive compression in digital transmission and the T3 lines, the speed and processing speeds available on the internet. So it was an interesting concept, but the main point was to save money in production by skipping the film process, the development process, the cutting process, the post effects process, which basically took it into digital at that time anyway, and then taking it from digital form as a finished product, punching it back out to film, and then sending the film around the country. It just, to her, just seemed like such a waste. And so we really had a lot of great discussions, generally around the year 2000 or so, and I went up there and saw her a couple times. Just a wonderful lady. And she did a video this month that I want to link to you below. And the reason I wanted you to see this is because it says so much about some of my same motivations in life and some of how I got to where I am today. She says she's 72 now, but she just tells some hilarious stories. But she says something that really kind of explains my interest in our friend Dan, and after that, Evelynn Garcia's Team Moore Jazz Chris team. And so if anybody wants to know how as bad as it can be for me, and believe me, it can really be bad. Still, I'm incomplete unless I'm out there doing something in the philanthropic areas, which is basically my motivation for what I do. And I don't fault anybody for going into the cancer stuff or the ALS stuff or all their other pet projects, but I just wanted to make sure you knew about one of them who really could use your help. And so that's that. So what I'm going to do now is take you around and show you some wonderful stars up here on Carter Canyon. We're not going to have this capability to do this for very much longer. They're going to close it down over the winter. So this will be one of the last times this year I'll be able to get up here and shoot the stars at night. It's about 11 o'clock at night now on a Saturday night, and the sun comes up at 2:19. And also by morning, we'll know about the success or failure of an attempted launch of NROL-52, which is a Atlas V mission that Tori Bruno in Colorado is going to put up off of Slick 41. It's a launch pad at the Cape Canaveral Air Force Station down in Florida, right south of Kennedy Space Center. So, I said, guys, I'm really beat. I don't know if I'll get better, when I'll get better, but either way, God's got this. I love you. God does too. God bless. See you next month. So here I'm going to show you some wonderful shots that I took tonight out here on Carter Canyon at higher altitudes. There are cars that can get all the way to the top. I just don't want to risk it right now. Until one of these days I'm going to bring a shovel up here and fill in some of those holes, those ruts, and so I can get my car to the top again. I just don't want to risk it. Other people with cars like mine do it. I just have a really good chance of height center if I don't just do it just right. And so I'm not going to do that. So I really do hope you enjoy these shots of the stars I've shot up here tonight. And we will have a very exciting rest of the month. Like always, the first couple months of every year really it's kind of slow, but usually by March or April things really pick up. It's going to be a really busy year for our year in review this year. I'll start working on that probably around the middle of November. I'm trying to get it done by the end of the year, but I never actually finish it before the end of the year because, as history has shown year after year, the second you do some kind of a year in review, well, sure enough, something really important will happen on the 31st of January or 31st of December. So that is how that works. So once again, thank you guys very much for watching the Sullivan's Projects Midmonth Review, month after month, year after year. and I think this is like the 7th year we're doing this now. Started out in Florida, and used to actually set up in the studio. Then I found out it's just much more fun to go out to Mount Lemmon or up here to do them. Just Cochise County is such a wonderful set. There are no plans right now to put Hidden Treasures back into, not Hidden Treasures, but the Viking Club back into movie production. So we're probably just going to can that one as not really a failed project, but an incomplete project. Just not enough was done with A-roll process and prep to actually run it to the end. I think I'm just going to start out with the 4 stories that we already have out there. 3 in movies already that are not available for release for Hollywood reasons. But the 3 movies have been made, and those are out now in 3 books. When Battleships Fly, this is all under the Liberty 72 subtitle. When Battleships Fly, Hidden Treasures, Endless Wonder, and the Viking Club, which just came out this year. I just love all 4 stories to death. But I'm not going to go back there. I'm actually going to pick up not very far from the future, same kind of universe, but it's going to be a wildly different story. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's like Sherry Lansing said in that video I linked earlier. You can plan things all day long. The ones you think are going to do really, really well, well, they don't. And the ones that have 8 people in the opening night, like Titanic did, which I did a small part of. B-roll in that with Rosarita. We did the lifeboat scenes. You think that was just going to be a bomb, and you put the value of 2 studios on the line, take a big gamble, and sure enough, by Friday night, it looks like it's going to be a total disaster. And we saw what happened with Titanic after that. So you just never know. so all you can do is just pray that you do your best job from an artistic standpoint. I always do. And see where it goes. It's a lot different writing if you're not trying to translate it into the expenses of a production. But still, I'm going to kind of go halfway with this new thing I'm doing next month, and we're going to see where that goes. So thanks very much once again for watching the Sullivan's Projects Mid-Month Review. God bless.
Let's just get to it.
surrender all my love to you. Midnight brought us sweet romance.